And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
Yeah, what we fighting for here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, my very, very, very special guest, good friend Ryan Mott from Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah, how about some, I don't know, truth, justice, American way, wherever the heck that was. You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's happening here, and today is my 27th wedding anniversary, Ryan, huh? Somebody's married to me 27 years, huh? Pretty good, huh?
I'm almost that old.
I'm
good. 30, just to disclose, I am 30.
Okay, good point, man. You know, I'm freaking getting up there. So I get to claim this 50-year-old thing, and I've been at this for 22 years, and I tell you, you know, I see the patterns, and it's always like this 15-year thing. You had the Goldwater, you know, that was the rise of the objectivist and libertarian kind of thing, the conservative movement and so on, and then, you know, the Democrats, you know, stomped on that, but it created a movement. Then you had Reagan come in, Reagan Revolution deal. Then, you know, 15 years later, you know, here we have the Republicans come in on the Contract on America deal, you know, Gingrich deal. Then you have, you had www.warmonger.com. Bush comes in and he says, you know, I'm not for nation building and we mind our own business and, you know, whatever. But then he does what he does. And all of a sudden, here comes Ron Paul. And this LOVEvolution, it was so timed. It was just time. And because of the internet, it kind of bypassed all the controls of the big bad guys, and he didn't see it coming. So I want to see, from your perspective, we have the Ames straw poll coming in, and it's really about organization. That's what they say it's about. They go, well, you know, Romney's just spending a gazillion of his dollars just, you know, filling up these buses at all these churches around the planet and the Mormon community doing whatever excuse they got for that. And they go, well, this other guy did this and this guy's rallying that and whatever. And they go, yeah. It's a demonstration of your organizational abilities and support to how many buses you can bring in. And I saw, God, it had to be in the, would you say hundreds of buses for Romney? I mean, how many? A lot. I mean,
yeah. There's too many of them, that's for sure.
So is that what we're going to be doing for Ron Paul? Are they going to try and, even though they had a very enthusiastic, large crowd for Dr. Paul last time, they didn't spend, I don't think, hardly any money or anything on it. It was just all activism. Well, this time they're doing it a little bit differently. What do you know about it?
Well, I just got a call as I was headed home right before you called, and it was the campaign again. They've been calling every few days, just making sure everyone's got their tickets, and they asked me again if I needed a bus ride. So, yeah, we're taking one from the playbooks from Romney in 2007 and busing in a bunch of people. So, of course, you get the free shirts and you get the free wristbands and, the free meals. I don't think they're going to carry the barbecue like they did last time, but, we'll see. But, yeah, they're definitely more organized and bringing in more people from sounds like every county in Iowa. They're going to have some buses coming in. So.
You know, on today's archive for the show, I put some, Sierra did, put up the YouTubes of the videos from Iowa, and I think there's some South Carolina in there too, because they were kind of at the same time at one time. But Iowa, the straw poll, the big signs that we made, putting up the sign where they were made, all that kind of activism there. I doubt that's probably going on now, but it was the flavor, it was the support, it was the mechanism by which you got a lot of the people there and enthusiastic at the Iowa straw poll last time. This time, it seems more orchestrated, traditional campaign where we need to get the people in there to win this thing. And I'm going, okay, and then let's imagine you win. It's kind of like Dr. Paul, whatever deal's made, he becomes chairman of the whatever, and then they yank it out from under him by making sure Bernanke isn't subjected to that committee. I'm going, yeah, how'd that work out? So I'm wondering what's going to happen if you have the same thing happened that we made fun of last time, because you remember that they would bring in the buses for Romney. They'd have a big sign, and this is in the movie and so on, follow me, and they all were like ants that went with their shirts on and so on, followed those people. They went in, they voted, and then they let them go out and, do the bungee jumping or whatever. And I'm wondering if the Ron Paul supporters are going to fall lockstep into that same method.
Yeah, I sure hope not. And I wouldn't call them ants. I'd probably say more like cows. They'll have the cowbells around their necks. But yeah, I hope not, because what we saw last time around was just, we couldn't even talk to those people. We tried going up and speaking with them, and they just, kind of gave us the back of their hand, like they weren't there to talk to anybody. They were just there to vote and leave. So the people I talked to on the phone that were Ron Paul supporters, they sounded super pumped about it. So I doubt we're the type that are just going to show up, vote, and leave. So I'm really expecting a good turnout, and I know Ron Paul earlier was saying he's hoping for third place, but I say why not first? But I guess we'll see, how good of an organization we have. But he has been sounding a lot more optimistic on the news. Anytime they bring up the straw poll, he sounds like he knows something that nobody else does. So hopefully that's a good thing. But yeah, I don't think we're quite going to attract the same 70 to 80-year-old crowd like Romney did 4 years ago. So hopefully we get a much larger demographic.
Yeah, that was one thing I was very interested in. You look at the videos that we have up on Freedom's Phoenix right now, or on the archive for today's show, and it was just amazing. I was really impressed with all of the enthusiasm, people that came from all over the country. A lot of it was amazing. All the media that the local newspaper there somebody bought a full page ad, and it was in promotion of all this and so on, and it was so popular, people wanted thousands of copies of that edition of that newspaper, that the newspaper printed out a full color sheets of these and just gave them to the people at the Iowa straw poll. Here, thanks, man. Wow, we made a bunch of money on just people from all over the country just ordering the newspaper. And that's in the movie too, and that's in a lot of our videos and so on. So I'm going, I don't see the benefit of that being replaced with, I don't know what it's going to be replaced with, but that's not there. That's not part of it this time. Or do you see that that's part of it, and I'm not seeing it because I'm not there? I mean, is there still the people out there just passing out their own stuff and doing, putting signs up and being a part of it, and all the crazy things that we did last time?
I don't see other people. I'll be honest with you. I have placed a couple signs and bumper stickers in legal places because we wouldn't want to put them on the backs of signs or anything like that. So, but honestly, yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of people out there doing the flyer thing, because I figured there'd be plenty of people down there at that farmers market last week talking for Ron Paul. I didn't see any. They do go to the parades and stuff. They had a huge parade because we have the beginning of the state fair here in Iowa. It was actually today, so it wasn't probably the best time to organize a speech for Dr. Paul downtown while that parade was going on, because it sounds like the turnout wasn't the greatest. But yeah, they're going to the things that the campaign organizes, like the parades, and that's about all I'm seeing. Just the typical politics. Getting the people to the straw poll. Got to find the Republican voters and get them to the straw poll. That's pretty much what I see here. So.
Well, that's traditional. There's a lot to be said for that. They're talking about, hey, man, we're playing the game. We're doing it the way this works. This is how it's done. We're going to go ahead and do it the way I guess you're supposed to by somebody. But that reminds me, there were Ron Paul parades. They actually they had so many people there, they just want to do something with them. So they're just doing, so this excitement of the last time, I got queried a lot by a lot of people wanting to know what I was going to do this time. And because there was such opposition, a lot of people don't know, and we didn't talk about it back then. There was so much excitement about what we were able to add to the process back then that we just let it go. But now we can talk about it right before this one, because I want it to be on record that there was enormous opposition to the people doing what they were doing last time at the Iowa straw poll. That's why this time it's just a non-starter. They're not. I'm not pushing it. I'm not going to fight them. So they got what they wanted. They wanted to be in control through the GOP, traditional, this is how we're going to campaign. It's about how many busloads you can get. So I'm interested to see how this comes out. So I wanted to have this conversation with Ryan, and we'll keep him another segment. He's going to go into work and work an extra hour so he can spend some time with us. And I appreciate the Ryan, and we'll probably talk afterwards, because you're going to the straw poll, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Video hand, camera in hand. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Send me raw footage, something. We'll make something out. We'll do whatever, because I want to make sure we understand where this campaign is going and what's going to happen in the campaign. We'll be right back.